Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and my treat to you are the best chocolate chip cookies you will ever have. First, we're gonna melt some 100% grass-fed butter. Just trust me, high quality butter will make or break your cookies. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for 45 seconds. My beautiful butter is out of the microwave. We're gonna let this cool now. Now we're gonna measure out our dry ingredients. I prefer to weigh my ingredients because measuring cups are not exactly accurate. You can get away with that in cooking. You can't get away with it in baking. So you need 1 1/3 cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of espresso powder. This is gonna just deepen that chocolate flavor. Now I'm just gonna mix up my dry ingredients. My butter is cooled. I'm adding half a cup of brown sugar. And then you need half a cup of white sugar. And we're gonna whisk our butter and sugar together vigorously until it creates this paste. That looks good. Now I'm adding 1 egg and about a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. You can also use vanilla extract. Look at that color and consistency. You can already tell this is gonna be good. Okay, now you're gonna wanna combine your dry ingredients and wet ingredients. Now I'm just gonna fold the dry ingredients in like this. This is what your cookie dough should look like after it's mixed. I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna chop up our chocolate. This is arguably the most important part of your recipe. I'm using a bar of Tony's Chocolonely dark chocolate, and then I'm using 72% Ghirardelli chocolate. This is my favorite part. It is so satisfying to chop up chocolate. I'm gonna save the rest of this bar, and I think this is good enough for chocolate. This probably is fun. Okay, now I'm just going to fold in the chocolate chips, add a tiny amount of chopped pecans, mix this all up. This cookie dough looks amazing. I'm gonna pop this in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and scoop these cookies on the pan because I wanna eat them. You're gonna take a cookie scooper. This is essential. A cookie scooper creates the optimal size for a cookie that gives it the gooey center and the crispy edges. We have one last step before we put these in the oven. It is finally time to use our Ghirardelli chocolate bar. You're just gonna cut little pieces of chocolate. I'm just going to add each of these pieces on top of my cookie. It just gives it that extra bite of chocolatiness. We are going to top with some flaky sea salt before we put it in the oven. I love using the Maldon flaky sea salt. We are ready to put these beauties in the oven. We're gonna do them at 350 for 10 minutes. Just look at how perfect these are. These are my dream come true. That is so good.